Hello, guys. I am starting the next reading vlog already because I do have quite a few things that I would like to do in this vlog. I just ended the previous vlog literally like a few minutes ago, but I thought we can already get a head start and start our next vlog. Which, if you watched the ending of that last vlog, I am currently in the middle of 3 books, so I really hope to be able to finish those 3 books in this vlog. So, we have 3 books. The first book is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I'm not that far in. I am 66 pages in, so it's still pretty early on, but I do want to read this in this vlog. The next one I have is A Fate So Dark and Delicate by Sophia St. Germain, which is the last book in the quartet. So I'm really intrigued in finishing that series. And the last one is the book that I'm currently in the middle of. It's Wait for It by Marina Zapata. I know, like, I started this year strong with reading. Like, when I finish Wait for It, I would have reread 2 books so far into the year. So I feel like that's quite crazy, but yeah, I am just in the mood to reread some of her works. So I'll be doing exactly that. But yeah, I don't know what the plans are for the next few days when I'm filming this vlog, but we will be doing our usual things. And I also would love to do more like yearly spreads in my new reading journal because I feel like I still have quite a few spreads that I would love to do eventually. So I'm gonna do that in this vlog. I don't know if I want to set up my Hobonichi because I think when Vlogmas or Bookmas started, I completely let that go. I did not do it at all. So we shall see if I want to backtrack and actually do it, or I'm just gonna give it up for a sec. I feel like life currently is pretty busy as well. That's why I'm not really focusing on my Hobonichi really. And yeah, we shall see. I am also still in a book buying ban, but the thing is, I have a voucher that would expire on the end of January, even though I have a book buying ban and I don't want to I don't want to buy any books. I was actually going strong and I was like, okay, I'm not setting my foot in the bookstore because that's how I fail. When I look at all the books, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe. Obviously, we have a voucher, so we need to use it up. So I will be doing that in this vlog as well. I want to start a new puzzle. We shall see. I don't know. I just have so many things I would like to do, but mainly because it's still like January, I still want to like get ready and like properly reset for the year, or like get back into the swing of things, so on and so forth. So we shall be doing that. But yeah, that is pretty much what we will be up to in this vlog. And I hope you guys enjoy. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this vlog. This might be the next day since you heard from me, or 2 days later, but I have finished Wait for It. Is it still a 6-star read? It is. I don't know whether I should tell you what it's about. Maybe I should actually. Okay. So this book, it's my fourth time rereading it. I love this book. But pretty much we are following our main character, Diana. So something happened and she is now the parental figure of 2 of her nephews. And she pretty much took care of them for the past 2 years already. And then she decided one day to move to Austin and live in this neighborhood. And she met her neighbor, Dallas. Oh my gosh, that man. Ah, I know I told you, I think in the last vlog, that I've been reading too many contemporary romance and I'm just so done with it. No, I'm not done with it, especially if the romances are this good. But pretty much we met Dallas, and Dallas is the type of guy who is like actions over words kind of guy. And we love that, especially when you are taking care of two boys and how things are so difficult and she needs to do a lot of things. And she doesn't even know that she needs that, but Dallas knows, and Dallas just does it for her. It gets me every single time. Acts of service kind of love gets me every single time. So, yeah, that is pretty much that. I don't want to say too much because it is a contemporary romance, and I feel like it's good to like get to know the characters without me saying too much about it. So, yeah, I really love like how very 20, I don't know, 15, 16, whenever this book comes out. It's very like that kind of humor. It just like gives me a little throwback to that kind of to that time, which was fun. Not that I was that old that time, but like whenever I first read this book, I was maybe actually, I'm not sure. Whenever the book came out, I was reading it the same year, and I was like in high school, if I'm not wrong. I read it, truly loved it. High school? I'm not sure actually. High school? I've got no idea. Guys, no idea, but yeah, I truly, truly, truly adore this. But yeah, that's Wait for It. And then I thought, you know what, let's continue with Emily Wilde's. But I don't know. I feel like I am getting into the reading slump territory. I'm not sure why. I think I have a speculation why I'm in a reading slump. It's probably because of Onyx Storm. Very anticipated, highly anticipated read. And it disappointed me. So now it's just going downhill. All Roads Lead Here helped so much. Wait for It helped even more. And then now that I picked up A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which I read like one chapter, I'm already like, ugh, I don't want to read. Which is not good, but I still will try and read like a couple chapters of this because I feel like when you're in a reading slump, you should take a break, but also do not take a break too long, because when you take a break too long, you will have like months and months without wanting to pick up a book, and I'm too obsessed with reading to not pick up a book. So I'm going to still try and read this, and I think also because I'm getting married soon, I have so many planning things that I have to figure out. And I think in general, I'm just a little bit stressed out. So reading has not been top priority. So, but I'm still gonna make it a priority of some sort because I do love reading. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the update that I have so far. And I will talk to you probably when I'm done with The Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, because it is the second book. So I cannot really talk too much about it. Like, I got into it 2 years ago. I think the first time I read it, 2 years ago, right? Yeah. The first time I read it was 2 years ago. I was reading the book, the first book, alongside Throne of Glass. So I liked it, but it didn't grip me as much as Throne of Glass because it's Throne of Glass. I love Throne of Glass. That's why I think. So I needed like a little refresher. I Googled it, what happened in the first book, what I need to like consider going into the second book. So I am fully caught up, and now I finished chapter 1. I am already like into the romance because the first chapter is quite crazy. We shall see what's happening in the next chapters. So yeah, that is it, and that is what we'll be doing. So let's just go ahead and read a little bit of A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, and like I said, I will update you after. This is quite a few days later. I am sorry for the background mess that you guys are seeing. Ignore that area and ignore this area, but I'm here to give you a little bit of an update, a reading update. I don't think it was little by any means. I think it was quite a lot, but the first book that I finished, or since then, I have finished a 600-page book or 700, I'm not sure. Started the next book in that series. Continue reading another book that I have promised. Okay, I'm being very just like confusing. Let me tell you all about that. But I have finished A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Guys, why have I been sleeping on this? I'm so angry. It's so good. Like literally, I started the first page. It was already epic, okay? It started off with our main two characters, or two main characters. They're both enemies, but used to be lovers. So lovers, or enemies to lovers to enemies again, right? And okay, this is gonna sound a little bit like confusing because I'm not trying to spoil you of anything, but our main male character, how do I say this? A guy from his, I wouldn't say pack, but like his people, let's just say it like that, was insulting the female main character. And she flinched, and guess what he did? He tore out the man's heart and said to her, you know, wait, let me just read you, okay? Because that was like, what an opening scene. This is what he said to our female main character, okay? He said, you probably think that was excessive. He said, dropping the crumpled, blood-stained napkin onto his plate. It wasn't. No one speaks of you or to you like that and lives. Because the thing is, she has like this scar on the side of her face because she was attacked by like the monsters in this realm, so to say. Right. And then he said this, there is no side of you that is not as beautiful as the other half. Not a single inch isn't stunning. That was true the first time I said it to you, and it is still the truth today and tomorrow. That is within the first 5 pages of this book, guys. Whenever I ended From Blood and Ash, which is the first book, I was like, this gives me like the same feeling like any other romantasy. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to pick up the second one. And obviously, since the last book of this series is in my yearly TBR, I need to go through them. And I think I will go through this book series particularly very fast. This book is a 6-star read for me. I do not give 6-star reads lightly, okay? 6-star reads is pretty much like my 5-star. And my 5 stars are like my 4.5. I don't know. I need to like rethink of my rating system, but either way, it doesn't matter. I love this book. And the thing is, this book did not just have an absolute amazing tension, slow burn kind of romance. It also had a really, really interesting plot line. I was like, usually I do not care about the plot line as much. If the romance are epic, that will be the thing that will keep me going and continue reading. And obviously this book, I was sitting on the edge of my seat and I was like, oh, please, the plot. And also the thing is, I really love our two main characters, but you know the song where it's like, it's finally you and me and you and me and your friend Steve? Well, we have a Steve in this book, and I love the 3 of them together because like the amount of third wheeling that happened with this guy is quite insane. And I think if you've read this series, you know how funny it was. I was just scrolling through. Last night I was at the gym and I was just like, you know what? I need, between my breaks, I don't want to be on my phone so much, but I just cannot stop thinking about this book because I finished it yesterday. And I scroll through the fan arts and I'm like, I'm just so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. But yeah, honestly, I love it that I found a 6-star read in January. Whew. This month's reading has been amazing because I have reread 2 of my 6-star reads and they are still 6-star reads. And the fact that I found one, chef's kiss. Anyway, so the next update is I am in the middle of the 3rd book, which is The Crown of Gilded Bones. I think this series is like 7 book long. I could be very wrong in that, but it is a long one. And I am currently on chapter 20, which is 40% in, which is 264 pages in. Oh my gosh. It's going to be another long one. I really want to go out and get the physical copies of this because the romance are not as sizzling because of some reasons. I'm not gonna give you guys too much because obviously no spoiler, right? But the plot was so insane. I don't know why. It's like it's a typical romantasy. I don't know what about the plot that makes me so intrigued and so like give me more. I need to read this right now or else I'm gonna throw a full on tantrum. Pretty much, yeah. That is what has been consuming me in the past few days. And I also have been continuing listening to and reading a little bit Emily Wilde's of Encyclopedia. Emily Wilde's of Encyclopedia? No. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I have been continuing listening slash reading because I think one time I was on the train and I'm like, I want to read. I don't want to listen to it. So I did read like a few pages, I think, or like a few chapters. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm unsure how far or how much I read since the last time I updated you, but I am now, I think, I cannot really say the chapter, but it is 26th of November late. I am page 210. So I am really far in and I'm pretty close to the end, as in like probably 100 pages left. I've taken my word back about this being cozy fantasy. It is not cozy. It has an air of coziness in it because we are following our main character who is very introverted, I think, and who loves the indoor, and the way she sees things are very cozy, I feel like. So that is what's happening. That's why I felt like this cozy fantasy vibe from the book, although the book is not cozy at all. Let's just say it like that. I am loving the banter between Wendell and Emily. I love them. And I love how she understands him so well because she's like obsessed with the fae folk, so to say. But yeah, I really love the story so far. It is really interesting. It is definitely a different kind of, it's not enemies to lovers, it's definitely like academic rival to lovers. Well, we're not lovers yet, but I can see us being lovers, so we shall see. And also like in the blurb it says like, who is Wendell Bumblebee and what does he really want? To find the answer, she'll have to unlock the greatest mystery of all, her own heart. So I assume there will be a little bit of romance here. So yeah, absolutely loving this. Unfortunately, not a 5-star yet. At least, I don't know, maybe the last 100 pages will change some things. I do love how they like care for each other, or like these little hints of attraction between them, I guess. But yeah, that is my update for Emily Wilds. I know it's not a lot of update because I don't know what else to say. I think I've told you guys what it's about. If not, we're following a Cambridge professor, Emily Wilde, and she's trying to figure out, or she's going on this adventure to learn more about the Fae folk, or what they call the hidden ones. And so she's going to the village of Haraffensvik, and she's going through all these trials, tribulations, and all just like the things that the Fae folk are doing to her or is happening to the town. And yeah, I just love how incompetent she is in like talking to normal human, like to human beings, to mortals, but she's absolutely amazing in talking with the hidden ones. So that was quite interesting to read. But yeah, what are the next things I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go journaling right after this because I've been procrastinating in doing that because I'm so lazy in just collecting all the pictures and printing it out. I just want, when it's printed out, I love journaling, guys, so I will journal, but collecting all the pictures and making them, I don't know, the correct size and printing them out, and my printer being a little bit iffy, not complaining because obviously having a printer in your own place is quite nice. But yeah, if there's one thing I don't like about journaling is that collecting all the book covers, I just want them printed out for me and ready. But yeah, that is what we're gonna do after this. I have a spread in mind that I want to do. I don't think I need to print anything for that. That is that. And reading wise, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna continue reading The Crown of Gilded Bones, and I'm gonna continue reading Emily Wilde's. And when I'm done, I think I want to read book club book of the month, which is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. And also, one of my friends, we have been seeing heated rivalry everywhere. And I think I'm not really a sports romance kind of girly. It's not like something I gravitate towards. I read a few and I love them, but it's not something that I just, I don't know, pick up for some reason. And obviously, heated rivalry took everything, the internet, by storm. And obviously, I need to know the hype. So I will be reading the first book in the Game Changer series, I think by Rachel Reed, which is Game Changer, which is the first book. And obviously, I cannot wait for the second book, which is Heated Rivalry, because I think the second book is where people are like going crazy about. So maybe. But yeah, either way, that is my long-winded update. I did have quite a bit of an update, especially finding my 6-star reads. And also, guys, just a little hint, The Crown of Gilded Bones, it is already, I think, a 5-star read. Just a feeling I get. Obviously, it could change. So, yeah. And also, one thing I would like to do is change my Kindle cover. Maybe I just take it off for now because it's very Christmassy and obviously we're well into January and I need to take this off. So, yeah, that is the update. I will do journaling now and I will update you whenever I do have updates to give you. But I think the next time I talk to you, it might be the outro. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do some journaling. So we have come to the outro. I don't think we have read as much as I had hoped, at least, but I literally just finished a book, which is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I'm gonna pick up the next book, guys. I went to the bookstore just now and I saw the second book and I saw the third book and I was like, okay, should I get it? Because I am loving. When I say loving, absolute loving, because the romance between Wendell and Emily is quite crazy. And I feel like because we only got like, I don't know, like a little tease of their romance, I guess. I think the second book will be absolutely so good, and the third one. So, yeah, I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna collect, I think this is the English copy, although, not gonna lie, I do like the other copy as well. But either way, I finished this book. That's the update. I am also still in the middle of The Crown of Gilded Bones. Have I told you that I need to change this cover? I will make that a priority next vlog, I think. But I am now 53% in. I think last time I talked to you, it was 40% in. So I am much further in. I would love to be done with this very soon, though. And the book that I started reading today in the morning is Game Changer by Rachel Reed, because I'm reading this with one of my friends, right? But yeah, I think it is sadly time for me to say goodbye for this vlog, because yeah, this vlog has to come out like tomorrow and I am still not done with editing or anything. So I thought I'd just end it here and you guys will see you will see what I'm up to in the next vlogs anyway. So yeah, I did not manage to do a lot of crafty bits that I want to do. I did update my reading journal, which I love that. I really want to go into like just a crazy sticker buying spree, although I am not just in a book buying ban, I am just in general a spending ban. But yeah, I think I do want to do a little bit more of like crafty bits. And for Christmas, I think I got diamond painting, I got paint by number, I got a puzzle. So I got a lot of crafty bits that I could definitely do in the next few weeks, although there's no expiration date for that. So I'm not going to stress about that, but I do want to do more crafty bits than just reading. But I'm just so obsessed with the Blood and Ash series. All I want to do is just sit down and read. But I do have other books I have to read before the month's ending, although right now it is 15th of January, so it's not crazy yet. So it's not crazy close to the end yet, but I do have like 4 or 5 books I have to go through before the end of the month. So yeah, you will see. I will do probably soon a 24-hour readathon. One of the things I would love to do each month is set aside a weekend to do a readathon. So either if I have a lot of time, I can like set out Saturday and Sunday for a 24-hour readathon, or I can do like a weekly thing where I count it on my phone. Like it's a timer 24-hour readathon. I think I've done that multiple times. I love both, although I do get a lot more reading with a timer one, which obviously self-explanatory. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the first vlog of 2024. Is it the first vlog? No, it's the second vlog of 2024. I do want to show you a little bit of my Notion, but I think I'm gonna add that to a different video vlog. I'm not sure. I just have been seeing everyone showing off their like Notion library, and I do have a lot of pages to track my books, to just like see everything. I track my series, I track my physical TBR, I track what I read each year, each month, every day. What else do I track? I do track quite a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys that soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will catch you in my next one. Goodbye.